behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget about that subscribe button and the bell below you there. When you click both of them, you'll be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like, you can leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Palm Mash TV. Now feel free to follow us there, send us an inbox, even comment the things you see there. We'd love to hear from you there as well. And of course you can send us email, palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, we'll just send us an email and we'll show you how. And we love fan mail as well, so if you're just simply a fan, just send us an email at that same address and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Montego Bay, Jamaica today, we have Iyah Syte, very awesome reggae artist. I think you're really going to agree with this artist that he's a great guy. And anyway, we'll get right to the interview because it starts right now. Okay, here we are with the interview. And from Montego Bay, Jamaica, we have Iyah Syte with us today. Thank you for joining us, Iyah.
We give thanks, and it's a pleasure to be here, Paul. Thanks for having me,
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here today. The first question I'd like to ask everybody is, how you just decided you wanted to become an artist, because, everybody has their own walk of life. Let's hear your story about why you wanted to become an artist.
Well, the thing is, to be honest, I don't think I chose music. I think music chooses me, because I grew up in a part of Jamaica in the 80s. I grew up without electricity. So I grew up without televisions and all this fancy stuff. So the only thing I had then was my little transistor radio. That was my companion, that was my company. So I think from then, I gravitated to music, and the love, it just never stopped. And it doesn't matter what I did, in terms of career, music was always there for me. So to be honest, I just think music chooses me,
Yeah, that's a good answer there, and I think a lot of people probably feel the same way you do. And
right.
Well, what are some of the artists you grew up with as far as the mainstream artist goes? I mean, I'm sure you like Bob Marley, probably the best, but maybe there's other artists you like.
Yes, I grew up listening to Bob Marley, Jamaican, Peter Mesher, Taras Riley, and for me, Paul, music is very spiritual, to me. And in different phases in life, different artists sing different songs that brought me through different phases. So I couldn't narrow it down to one, but my all-time favorite, I respect Bob Marley and Gregory Isaac and all the greats, Dennis Brown. But Peter Tosh, for me, that's the artist that I really would love to emulate, in terms of not just music, but, other things too,
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, Bob Marley has to be the legend when it comes to reggae music. And
Right.
Tell everybody, for those that are watching this interview right now, they may want to go download your music on all the streaming sites, or they may want to follow you on social media. Tell everybody how they can do that.
All right. The name is IYAHSYTE, and my songs are on all digital platforms, Spotify, just about every digital platform, it's there. And it's the same for my social media handles, so if anyone wants to connect with me, it's the same spelling.
Okay. So we can find you on all social media sites as well, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so forth.
Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok, you name it. Because, we are in the technology age, and we have to use as much of the platforms as we possibly can, because those are tools for me. So I am available on all those platforms.
Okay, well, you heard the man. Go to all those social media sites and all those streaming media format sites and download his music and follow him over everywhere. I know he would love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this music video. It's called Warning, I do believe it's called. Tell us a little bit about the song. Is there a story behind it?
Right. Now, I am from Montego Bay, and to many, Montego Bay is known as the tourist capital of Jamaica, which it is. But of late, it is also the murder capital of Jamaica. And as a parent, myself, you know, this song is even a warning to those youngsters who choose the life of crime and violence. You know, it says, before you make up your mind, you know, think before you take up that nine, before you take up that gun, because really and truly the hottest part is not the person who is dead. You know, it's a family that is left behind. So if you really love your mom, you love your kids, you love your family, you know, you will think twice before you turn to crime, because there's only one end to crime, and that's a dead end.
Yeah, that's a good story there, and I know everyone's going to love this song. I listened to it a couple of times. I really enjoy listening to it, and we'll get to that in a second. But Iyah, thank you so much for being on the show today. We enjoyed having you. Come back anytime you want to plug something. We'll have you back.
We give thanks, Paul, and before you leave, you know, just let the fans know the Syte is spelled SYTE, and that's an acronym. It means saving youth through entertainment. You know, so I only do positive, uplifting music, and I will only use my career and my personality, my old persona, you know, to try and save as many as I can, one at a time. You know, so we give thanks for having me. You know, much love and much respect, and bless up all the fans over there. More love.
Okay, well, here it is, Warning by Iyah Syte, and it starts right now.
Yo, come on, dog. Got things to deal with, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm going to watch crazy. You know things that do.
Yeah, man, got things to bullet up in brother.
I'll call you back in a little bit. I deal with that thing right now. Yeah, man. Yeah. I like the direction, so you are. Right. When I hold listen. Which is right. Encouragement, sweet. Yeah, man. Right, listen. What's up with you? Do the dirt. Say alright. Go over the street. Yeah! What did I say? Love your mother, though? And you have a purpose, though? And I say you're pre-life general. Like you have 2 and 3 life. 24/7s. Why? Hey. Youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your night. I you say the hottest part of death, I know who dead, or who you dead left you behind. What me say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. I you say the hottest part of death, I know who dead, or who you dead left you behind. This is Iyah Syte, and everybody don't know say equal rights and justice I man I represent. And even though the police no fit they shoot man in a cold blood, enough of them youths they wasn't innocent. You bust the case the time you get the first bite. The cops them decide to shoot you at first sight. And even though you never bust no gun first night, still them send you home on the first flight. Youth man,
that's the one I tell you, but the general said this has to deal with, so you don't know. You can have different way, you don't have to watch us, you don't follow them. You need that. Better than that. John, I said, well, I wish you do something different in your life and go straight to the star.
Your friend them be rise and them be black lane. When them hear say you get washed when a some black rain. Now your mother say when she hear the news now it worse than when she take in and feel the back pain. Your baby mother said the tears she cannot contain. So now ask him daddy and not complain. And your friend them dress up in a full suit of black and a sing loads a friend like a yachting. Youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. I said the hottest part of death, I know who did. Or who you did left you behind. What me say, yo man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your mind. I said the hottest part of death, I know who did. Or who you did left you behind. This is Iyah Syte, and everybody don't know say equal rights and justice I man I represent. And even though the police not feed they shoot man in a cold blood, enough of them youths they wasn't innocent. Because the case, the time you get the first bite, the cops them decide to shoot you at first sight. And even though you never bust no gun first night, still them send you home on the first flight.
So like reasoning, but you are born out here like all it. No, yeah, sure.
I said the hottest part of death, I know who did. And who you did left you behind. What me say, yo man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. I said the hottest part of death, I know who did. And who you did left you behind. Why? Well. Why? Hey. Yeah man, I will tell you them say no man. Time for the man them love life and live life pleasing to the sight of the Most High, no? Live to see your children grow old. Yeah. Boy. What me say, youth man?
Yeah, I wish that you're changing man to something different still in the star.